mic karatasi kalamu. Huu muziki ndiyo kazi na ufanya kwa hamu. Juu nateka mali kama Boko Haram, na ikijipa basi nitawandalia karamu. Bash mara that tunakuja chap chap, tunakuja na gode teipaka tap tap. Ati shorty wants to take a snap, ashatua top, ashanikalia lap.
Si masoni mangire, zimenai. Dem moja wawile, zimenai. Na matasi kama pile, zimenai. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zimenai. Si masoni mangire, zimenai. Dem moja wawile, zimenai. Na matasi kama pile, zimenai. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zimenai. Zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai. Me nimechele na debak, juu watu uko mbele wako maji kama tap. Na kesho niko wax, babenye zimenai. Sitabidi nimeflash mdosi, aki call back akianani sio koti. Niko kando ufa na kelele ya mbogi, kama ni mgori basi kesi badai. Wow, niko cloud 9 wase niko high. Si masoni mangire, zimenai. Dem moja wawile, zimenai. Na matasi kama pile, zimenai. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zimenai. Si masoni mangire, zimenai. Dem moja wawile, zimenai. Na matasi kama pile, zimenai. Mara ya kwanza ya pile, zimenai. Zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai. Zimenai, zimenai, zangu zimenai.
This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop. This party don't stop.
Here we go. See, I'm loving what you do to me, so if it's cool, let me know. We can take it to the VIP because the party don't stop till 3. Meaning you're in the crib all over me. CIBTRIP PER, and we are CAMP to the moolah. We blow this bazooka. It's crazy, baby, how I'm on you like Slim to shit it. So let me see your head bob, cause this party don't stop.
Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on.
Let me give your body a job, employ a new technique. Work it, rock it like a cradle in bed, I need a free. Wait a minute, let me clarify. The way you maneuver, I can't deny. So scream from the top of your lungs and maybe I'll pacify ya. Take over, my baby, it ain't over. No fat lady, navigate to the floor, make your way. Dilate, give me more A-OK. It ain't fair, the way you're shaking it and moving it, baby. Make them stare, step up in the building, everybody and go up. Then it's
You better bring somebody to the club. To the club. Cause tonight, we calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. So get your hands up.
Get ready to party on the dance floor, jamming till 6 in the morning.
So get your drinks up.
Don't spill on nobody. Hit the bar, get some girls, cause the bottles we poppin'.
But I'm a little bit
too bubbly. So all the ladies look lovely, but can't tell if they ugly. Cause someone get these girls off of me. Meet me by the bar, baby girl, round 3 now. Let's go get some shots. Drink up, cause you know the party don't stop.
Cause tonight, you better bring somebody to the club.
To the club.
Cause tonight, we're calling everybody, so get up. Alright. This party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and this party don't stop. Don't stop. This party don't stop. It goes on and on. Don't stop. It goes on and on. Don't stop. It goes on and on.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Hey, it's Friday and the party don't stop. Acha nikwambia niliwa marinate on Wednesday. So if you did not come ready, what were you doing on Wednesday? What was Wednesday for? Acha nikakupatia cool down time jana. So that today we come, we vibe it, we do things. Alafu, like the good Christian people we are, tuenda nyumbani tulale for the weekend. Or do other things. Or do other people's. Chaguo ni lako. It's Friday. My name is Muthoni, Gitau, and this is She Talks on Power Radio. We are live on YouTube on the Power Radio YouTube page. You can also find us on the Power 254 website if you want to listen in. And you can also find us on social media. Kama unataka kuona venye nakaa leo, nimepigwa picha inapostiwa. Kama unataka kuona venye nakaa leo. Okay, you know me. I say by now ni mazoea. We have a great show ahead of us today. We started the show off with Zimenice by Chris Kaiga. And then after that, we were like, the party don't stop. Because mi acha nikwambia, niko ready kusherehe. Squeezing na feeling ni kama Fridays are my pre-game. When you do the show, that's me pre-gaming. Alafu kidogo. Nena natafuta za ushuru. Alafu nikimaliza hapo. Najikumbusha why I work hard. I work hard so that I can have a good life. So that I can enjoy myself. Me by the way, my working hard is for enjoyment and nothing else. If enjoyment was for free, by the way, hata mngepatana na mimi kwa hizi streets. Mali popote. Nimeje tu enjoyment costs money. Enjoyment costs monies. Today, I want to play, I think I've played this guy before. I've played this particular song before. Acha nikwambie mimi, mubaba tu, kaka unataka kunikatia hivi. This is to the bababas out there. If you do not write me a love song like this, okay, or I don't know, tumia mistari kama hii is what I'm saying. All right, thank you very much. Ile like unaniflata, it's Mbithi. Mbithi is also known as Kamba Boy. We featured him on like different songs where he's featured. And like I said, he always shows up for the girlies. So today, this song, mimi wacha tu tusikize. Nito Sababisha by Mbithi, okay? And skiza lines, by the way. The message, don't listen to the voice, listen to the message. Listen to the message. This one, particularly. Okay, the voice is also good. Na pia hata sijui mbaba na kaje. Nitazataka kumwona. Niko curious kama anafanana na venye anaongea. Kidogo. Wacha nitafute nikuje niwaambie. But for now, Mbithi.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Yeah.
So fresh as
Yeah. Gala do. Ndabia gana today you available. Me, I really wanna come and roll with you. Mali baby, neza kuwa me and you. Only. Tell me kana weza sababisha. 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 Let me be your service provider. I give you the cable, show you my talent, baby, and you be the label. You be the goddess, and I be the temple. Give you the king like you never knew that I was able. Hourglass body, can I get a minute of your time? Can I really show you how a minute? You maximize my nini when you're in a mini. Bad girl, kana denge anakova nini. Ona kuvese wendo na die. Ekana na tuvese, see you know that I'm the guy. Mina mpango za kifiji wakibonga Dubai. Peter best though, fanya mabazuwa Zubai. Aye. Look at the way she deep so, she rocks so. When she whiny pale kwa disco. Who got the fire with the body come on a pistol. Ona vilo na maliza mandem. Finito, finito. Tell her to. Ndabia kana today you available. Me I really wanna come and roll with you. Mali baby neza kuwa me and you. Only. Tell me kana weza sababisha. Sababisha. Saba. 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 Yeah. Now that you aware, kakaseka na kulike. Nipe kiza box, wingy and on the lock. I can tell you're a performer by the way you hold the mic. You been really bad, let me cuff you, no cops. Kiss you on your neck, tell you everything is great. Nikonja and you're a full course meal on a plate. African time, I guarantee I come late. Love you heavier to a chani, walking goja, what a weight. Get it? And I can take care of you, no advantage. Put you in a yes, you can have it in some fashion. Love the way you classy and you bougie, you're a savage. See how you want it like a gypsy with a talent, I see where. Ukianzenya aki yao, unanikunywa sana utadhani ni happy yao. Kisha shauri moyo sini shauri yao, mini shauri yangu so sini show ni how. Tell her to, ndabia kana today you available. Me I really wanna come and roll with you. Mali baby neza kuwa me and you. Only. Tell me kana weza sababisha, sababisha, saba. Tell me kana weza sababisha, sababisha, saba. Tell me kana weza sababisha, sababisha, saba. Tell me kana weza sababisha, sababisha, saba.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
So yeah, that was Mbithi with Sababisha. We've played. He's been in what's it called? Pretty Girl Wine that has Muthaka, Brandy Minor. There's also another song where it's him featuring. Oh, I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, I don't want to mess it up, but it's one of the girlies. So that's Sababisha, and I think one of my favorite lines is it's actually in the chorus because it says Neza Sababisha, Sababisha, Saba. If you don't get it, I'm sorry, but. Yeah, it's a line. It's a bar. Okay? It's a bar. Let's get into the threads because the way life has been lifing a little too close to the sun. I mean, in this case, a little too close to the waters in Nairobi has been insane. First of all, apparently, Larry Mado is back to being unpatriotic because he has the audacity to go and show what's actually happening on ground. How dare you, Larry? How dare you? But Larry did a really, really good story in Mathare in regards to the flooding and stuff. And then, of course, there's always those guys who come and say, guys, mnachoma picha to the west. Wacha kuchoma, wacha kuongea na nguvu, una shout. Guys, you're that energy, direct into the wrong direction. Yeah, pointing it in the wrong direction. You should have that kind of energy for your leaders. Eh? That's the energy you should have for people who are in political offices because they're the ones who made those commitments to you. Him is just doing his job, by the way. Him is just like, the thing with being a journalist is you're a neutral party. You just go report on things as they are. This is Kenya, sikatai. This is Africa, sikatai. Kuna zenye pia sisi tunafanyanga vitu zingine hapo zinaka maudu fokodhari. In terms of journalism, kuna unapewa brown envelope, like, well, we will kill the story. These things happen. But you can't start faulting people for reporting how things are. For telling you the truth. Wakenya mnapenda kushugakotiwa vitu. It don't work like that. You have to take responsibility. When unajua nambiango aje, you can two things can be true at the same time. where we can be like, hey, the situation is terrible on the ground. And this reflects really badly on one, us as a people, because y'all's put these people up in these seats. And two, you can still call out the leaders and say, hey, more needs to be done. And he can still be patriotic, because kwani patriotism ni nini? Sini unapenda country yenyu. Sijui mnafanyanga hizi vitu. Me by the way, Aki, when there's a conversation I was having with someone, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry you're not patriotic. I was like, no, I'm not. Maybe if you pay me enough to leave this country, I will leave. You pay me enough to denounce this nation? Of course. How much? Let's go. I'm like, oh, don't ask what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Leave. That's what I can do. I can leave. Because what is this country doing for me? Let's be honest. One of the things that I also want to touch on today in the threads is apparently the cabinet has approved the drastic reduction in the payment of intern doctors to 70K from 200K. Why? This thing was literally put in like constitution. There's like a whole amendment thingy that was done to make sure that these guys are taken care of. Why? Alafu, in the same breath, do you know what else these people approved? Adding money to those CAS offices. Hata sijui ma CAS ni wakazi gani. Hatujui wanafanya nini. Hatujui kazi yao ni gani. Like, what is it that they're going to do that's not being done by all the 50 million offices we already have in this country? As a people, we are overrepresented. But there's no work that gets done. We just like churn out money to just pay a bunch of salos in the millions. Truthfully, billions. Right? And then there's nothing that's done. And then these people wanakuja like, oh, kuna nyesha, kuna flood, simlan kuswim. Wapi? Oh, simhame, tunaenda. As in, I think we need to normalize public flogging of public officials. Mimi, I'm not inciting violence, please, don't come for me. But also, I approve that we should flog them. So take that how you will. I remember there's a video that surfaced online. I don't remember when it was. I think it was sometime last year, where residents. No, it was in the UK, and then there was a government official from a certain West African country. I don't remember which one particularly. And then Amenda huko sijui anaingia Louis Vuitton ku shop. And the people just chapad this man. Like, he was beaten in the streets, and I loved it. We need to do more of that. We need, like, because why? There was another video online a couple of months ago when, like, congregants of a church, they uprooted a church and moved it. Like, walibeba wakaihamisha kwa sababu the pastor was doing random things. We need to start holding people accountable to doing the jobs that they're supposed to do. Accountability is essential. We honestly can't continue like this for another, how many? 2027 iko wapi? Iko mbali. Another 3 years of this same shenanigans. Honestly, we need to also understand what are the things we can do in between, where it's like it doesn't take a whole other election for us to actually do something or make a change. What can we do in the meantime to make sure that these things are happening? So these people they deliberated after everything, after the fact that people are on strike, after the fact that people have explained as to why these salos need to be high. Because these interns, they are still in school while they are working. There's someone who asked, oh, what's happening at KNH? And someone responded to it, and they said that literally Kenya National Theatre depends on students and interns and residents. They don't have actual doctors who've graduated and stuff. A lot of the stuff, the people who run KNH are the same people who are on strike. That's why the strike has caused the chaos. And these guys are just saying, just give us a livable wage. And 200K is what was agreed on. And it was so important that a bunch of people sat down and did all the math, and that's how it was agreed on. How did they come up with 70K? And then at the same time, on the other hand, I'm like, gosh, it's so insane. On the other hand, mko like, yeah, You remember that unconstitutional office we just added randomly that now has like 50 plus new employees that come with like a bunch of other employees? Let's add them money. Yeah, it's giving empty coffers for sure. We so believe you. We really, really believe you. Here's our throwback song of the week, Deadly by Nameless.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Natafuta msichana atani excite kama huyo msichana waramini taita. I was looking at you cause you are looking at me. Ooh, can't you see that this is chemistry? Macho yako yanameta kama star na umbo lako lanifanya ulala. And if you like me and what you see, I can organize some privacy. Cause you are deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Are you feeling as good as I'm feeling tonight? Cause if you're feeling this good, then why you so uptight? I'm like Superman, I hear kryptonite. I'm like a barking dog that does not bite. You see, Nameless got a weakness. What weakness? When I see the damsel in distress, inaonekana umenipa mote. Cause I cannot stop this stupidity. Cause you are deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Deadly, shapeless, sexy. Especially when you move around to the sound, you come around eventually. Eventually, 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 eventually. Niko na mupango, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko. Niko na mupango, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko kwako, diko kwako, diko kwako, diko kwako, diko. Niko na mupango, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko kwako, mpango diko kwako, diko kwako, diko kwako, diko kwako, diko, 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 diko.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up. Stream music.
Number 9 Indolemba.
King Fizo on the beat.
All eyes on me, mini bobo, mini big thing. naspaya wenga kunituru ye ni victim naspendi riba mbombo mingi mani ndo the team kulitapa game ndo lofanyaga ma big sin natoke bana lugha safi puna banja sheng biashara safi leto fala puna kula cheng wengine saka fam na vitu zinakaga sem na shoni double trouble sha predict penye na run game mambo ni matatu mini tegisi bi watu shima kitu ya kwanza mini karudo mukwa fiatu DNA kalembe na wafinya na mapliers na gwaya kuweni randa favorite hapana jigo be this thing wezi kagami marapa wana steam wezi jigas gomi ajigo be this thing wezi kagami marapa wana steam wezi jigas gomi na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki hapa kwa bash lipa cash ndo tumalo na lojet kulimboga tushen for madika paru mbogi ya east shafika na Subaru mapengote tumeweza unaweza sema kuna mtaro nataka mgano shiki moja kama ufiki bay gangster si soft police tute kwangi na tay kauna ganju kuni noma jua tutakupay kingpin we galish magala sindo kwa na say gweji la tatua vitu zinabakishwa maintain your lane budos kuja pana kifua tapigwa diblo vibaru baki komedua kucha kamishale za kutunga na kura wezi kagami marapa wana steam wezi jigas gomi ajigo bini sting wezi kagami marapa wana steam wezi jigas gomi na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki na rani jiji sin magwiji na shasema naitaki pupa shika takuka unasema jayona tu vikas na jagu sona kemba koketepas meraruka umefyatuka some baki
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Power Radio.
Me feel calm you just set up na ingoma. Cause I never know how to say it. Like tukiimba niko like but tukisema niko explain niko like so that was by Shanti Bobo. And we're listening to the throwback song of the week before that, Deadly by Nameless. Before we get into the papers, the Met Department has said that the rains are going to intensify kuanzia leo mpaka Sunday. So if you're thinking, kunanyesha, kutaendelea kunyesha, that's not going to change. It's going to be heavy rain. So whatever you do, plan accordingly. Mambo ni kujipanga. I was looking through the paper today and nimefika hata sijaenda mbali. But mimi sijaenda far. Niko page 3. And immediately they have my attention. So there's a story here that says, No Love, No Marriage. That's the title. Couple are allowed to divorce on grounds of lost feelings. Listen. Acha ngambie, tunasonga mbele, tuna advance. As a people, we're doing good. We are doing good because I know Kitambo, okay, just juicy too. The grounds for annulling or getting divorced, zilikuanga, like you have to, because I know there's countries in the world where you can have a no-fault divorce, where mseme tu, ikitu haiwork, na tumeamua tu tuachane. Huku, kulikuwa like, ati lazima mwende mpeane reasons. Nah, the funniest part is, at first when you say, we want to get divorced, the first question is like, have you tried to work these things out? It's like, kama tushafika hapa, my friend. Trust you me, there's nothing to be worked out. Okay, kuna watu wenye wanakuanga like, I remember there's a story I saw about this particular couple that were married, their marriage wasn't working out. Then they broke up and got divorced and went their separate ways for 6 whole years, only for them to come back together and get married again. I can see that happening for sure. Because, yeah, you can go, the people who got married the first time were not compatible, blah, blah, blah. And then mnenda, you become completely different people. You grow, if there's growth to be had. You heal if there's healing to be done. Alafu mnakuja mko like, hey, these two people are now compatible. I was like, hey, that's an interesting thing. Maybe I don't look back. I'm not one for looking back. I told you, nijuzi niliwaambia hapa. You stop existing in my life when things vitu zikisha. It's like you are never there to begin with. You stop existing. I move like you never existed in my life. Satyo, sijui 6 years later, mnarudia isala. Because nitakuona kwa street na nikupite like the stranger you are. You get? Ata, why are we walking the same streets? Anyway, so apparently now you can cite lost feelings as a cause for divorce. And I'm like, hey, we're becoming progressive. I love that for us. Because now it was like, ati nianze kuleta sijui ma evidence za nini. Alafu unapatanga some of these things, a lot of, by the time you're getting to that point, there's like, ikwangeti, random, I wake up one day and just go like, I've lost all my feelings. It's something that happens gradually. So by the time tunafika hapo, it's because there's a lot of things that have happened that have led to that particular thing. So they spoke to a couple of people, and they are talking about like how their divorces came to be and, why they found themselves there. There's one person who's saying that the husband, or now I guess ex, divorce, that there was like a string of affairs. Ikafika point akisema mi by the mimi siwezi deal na umbaba. Staki kudeal na umbaba tena. And another person was talking about like how their partner squandered money. 25 million. Hey, ulifanya nini? So that story is in the Daily Nation on page 3. Ukishaingia tu hapo ndani. It's right in there. And I like that. I like the progress that we are making in these things. Because then why would you force people to be together when they don't want to be together? Hata zile zenye watasemanga we're together for the kids. Miwa napatianga watu side eye. Mimi nikisikia tu like, yeah, we're staying together for the kids. Side eye. Side eye. There are other things you're getting in there, but side eye. Major side eye. But me, I'm still a big believer that marriage, it's more for men than it is for women. It works better for men than it does for women. That is my personal opinions. All right. Here on Yagu. And I like, there's a conversation I was having with someone, and they mentioned, is like, isn't it weird that like people we know are getting divorced? Like, that's really sad. And I said, no, that's really good. It means women are no longer putting up with the BS and staying in relationships they don't want to be a part of anymore, just because of the thought of what would it look like. Our moms and grandmothers did not stay because they wanted to. It's because they couldn't leave. So people being able to leave and choosing to leave now, for me, I'm like, that's progress in the right direction. Because imagine being mfungwa with someone, like you're there. Me, kuna vitu zingine nikiwapea hapa story mtaniangalia hivi, niangalia sideways hata mimi. There's certain things I just look at and I'm just like, Like 2 years ago, my grandfather died. And given the stories of how he was and the things we've experienced with him, how he was as a husband, how he was as a father, and how he was as a grandfather, because all those three things are very different. Like how my grandmother experienced him, how my mother experienced him as a father, and how I experienced him as a grandfather. Very different relationships altogether. And it was, for me, I was just shocked. Sijui nilikuwa na expect, okay, you're not supposed to ruka when someone dies and be like, hey, he's gone. Finally, we're free. You don't do that. That's not the reaction, right? But then there's people who I know their reactions are of relief. They're like, I don't have to deal with that person anymore, right? So there's people you'd expect where if this person was like a burden to you, or if they caused you harm, they caused you pain, there's going to be like mixed feelings where you're like, oh no, I lost like my husband. But then at the same time, it's like, hey, I don't have to deal with them anymore. Like we said, two things can be true at the same time. So when that happened, there was like, I think a lot of mixed emotions within the family group because of how he presented and how he showed up in different people's lives. And sometimes I'm just like, you just look at those things and you're like, wow. It reminds me of a tweet I saw yesterday where someone said that the people you love are actually capable of causing other people harm. So people you love and people you like are capable of causing harm to other people. So just because they don't cause you harm doesn't mean they are incapable of it. The same way, like, when we look at people, we're like, people are capable of things in general. Anyway, check out that story, and yay, it's a win for divorce. Woot woot. And Kenyan women at large. Yay. Go and write in those papers like, I have no feelings anymore. It's like, cause for divorce, feelings lost. He's giving me the ick.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Nasikia kelele kwa jirani, kwani ni vita ama ni raha gani? Wengine nasema wengine nasema kwani mapenzi megeuzwa kwa kumfuna vile kwangu kuna bo. Nasikiza mafranco, hip load itanifanya niwe ho. Action night, watoto alale by 9, nikudunge vaccine. Leo movie ni ya Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo nitakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kungfu, kungfu,
Mena kung fu, kung fu. Wai mama, unazunguka kama nyoka anakonda. Wai mama, unateleza kama mrenda. Lakini nimependa kisipenda vile napenda mix ya broiler na kienyeji vibes. Hebu geuza osheriza makeli pande moja. Action time,
action night. Ufike kwangu by 9, nimetema taxi, amenyoa Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo nitakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kungfu, kungfu, asuda mano kungfu, kungfu. Cheri nipeleke Thailand, na mimi nikupeleke Bangkok, yeah. Tuishi juu ya island, tuishi maisha ya kibailando, yeah. Kuja tufanye mambo, nikukunje nikufunze ango. Movie na soundtrack ya bango. Action unapewa ni ya Rambo. Action night, ufike kwangu by 9, nimetema taxi, amenyoa Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo nitakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Asuda mano kungfu, kungfu,
mena kung fu, kung fu.
okelo mano kungfu, kungfu.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
For today, only today. Has anyone told you they love you today? Has anybody texted you good morning, baby? Ama uko tu hivi kama sisi kujitazamia za biene na chiki. Uko hapa solo ni deha wiki. What you say? Me and you can get freaky. For today, only today, I'll be your babe. I'll let you call me honey. Will you be there for me? Night. navuka na juu sina mpenzi. Just for today, only today, I'll be your baby. Oh, juu sina be, sina be, sina be. Oh, I'll be your baby. Juu sina be, sina be, juu sina be. I'll be your baby. Oh, juu sina be. When you fell from up above, I think we go together. Oh, you fit just like a glove. With a heart so pure, you're like a dove. Head in first, simping all up in my feels. It was love at first sight, got me head over heels. I'ma spend all my pennies and dimes. Nishin the lotto for the very first time. For today, I love you just only today. I'll let you call me honey. Will you be there for me? Just for today, only today, I'll be your baby. Oh, you see na baby. See na baby. You see na baby. Oh, I'll be your baby. See na baby. See na baby. See na baby. Oh, I'll be your baby. You see na baby. Let you call me honey. You can be my honeycomb. Naiki kwam na vukanai.
That was Fena with Sinabe. One of my favorite songs to remind myself about my situation in life, because why not? And before that, we were listening to Okelo Max with Kung Fu. These two songs, zinanikumbusha mavitu. Let me tell you something. Dating now is insane. The madness. So me had been out of the game for about 10 years. Almost 10 years. And then you come back and you are shocked. You know, before I left the game, when I was back into the streets, before I left, there was like people used to woo you. Also, mimi ni poet. Nilikuwa surrounded na wasanii, which is one of my biggest problems. Wasanii. Hi. Story for another day. People used to woo you. People would write you poems and stuff like that. Alafu ilikuwa zile enzi za Facebook notes. You remember Facebook notes? Mtu anakuandikia hapo ka Facebook note. Dedicated to. Like, oh my God, okay, thanks. And then you leave the streets. Umeenda na uko. Kavunjavunjwa roho. Ukadanganywa. Like, man, never again. Afu narudi streets. Let me tell you, it's so different. It's so weird. Unasikia kuna games, kuna rules. You're not supposed to text back after how long. Sijui after, as in, so many freaking rules. And you're like, one, who came up with these rules? Because I was not consulted. I have notes. Okay, let's start there. Secondly, it's like, it sounds so manipulative. It's like everyone is trying to manipulate the other person. I'm like, how will you genuinely know someone if we're just trying to manipulate each other? I was like, this makes no sense. Thirdly, third point, and this is the most important point. There's no je ne sais quoi. It is je ne sais quoi less. Let me tell you, there's no tact, there's no akuna. It is so just bland. Imagine, so a friend of mine, some person was trying to get, or it's actually my bestie, someone was trying to get her attention. Akaingia kwa DM yake. Alafu all they wrote was boobs tamu. Literally. I said, at least before it used to be like, hi. every day and night, and then one day you're hoping I'll respond and say hi back, and then you'll be like, oh my God, you responded. Now let's talk. How is that an opening line? Because in my head, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this exactly? Like, thanks, Najua. I don't know, like, what exactly was the response that was supposed to come after that? Because Akibi laughed me. I honestly laughed because I was like, what do you say to that? You know, fine, yeah, it has the shock value, but at the same time, where's the sauce, man? Like, put a bit of effort. There's zero effort. I think that's the problem nowadays. There's zero effort. People have, like, it's like, hakuna effort whatsoever. And maybe it's because the idea of access, people have so much access to people. Kitambo ilikuwa, like, if you don't have my phone number, it's hard for you to reach me, right? So you work hard to get my number. Once you get my number, you actually have to talk to me to know me. Nowadays, you just go stalk people on Instagram. You go watch my stories, and then now you know what I ate for breakfast. You know that I eat popcorn and biscuits and tea and call that dinner. And it's like, you have so much information. But the fact that you have so much information, shouldn't that make it easier for you to, like, have a conversation with someone? Because you already know, okay, I'm not compatible with this one because mtu akwanga sherehe every weekend. Talking about myself. Anakwanga sherehe, okay, every other weekend. Every weekend is pushing it. That's a lie. Every other weekend. But also every weekend is not pushing it. I'm like, listen, this is why we're working. We're working so that we can have a good time. Niletismanga, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, maybe that is the mantra. Niko na mantras nyingi, by the way. Some of them include cats, others do not. So it depends on the day, the weather, and the mood I am in. So today's mantra, we are here for a good time and not a long time. And that is the mantra for even dating and types, whatever. So I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he's thinking of starting to date again. And I'm like, yo, the streets be mad. And like, we were having this whole conversation, and we're trying to understand this whole rules thing, because he's been out of the game for, like, I think 7 years. And maybe before that, nimerudi, I'm still a newbie. I'm fresh. Actually, me atanasemanga, I don't even think I'm part of the game. Mi nakwanga tu na exist mahali in my own world, and then things are happening. It's like I don't participate exactly. Nakwanga na ile, oh, if you come to me, we talk cool. Also, if you don't, it's okay. Mimi tu niko. Mimi wale wa niko tu. I'm not trying. I'm not doing this. Because me, one thing you're going to do, if you want me to act differently or start doing that, now will never happen. Mutangoja, mutachoka. But those things for sijui ati, sijui don't text after what? Sijui text after this long. Ati sijui if they text you, sijui wait 48 hours to respond. Why? Also, if I wait 48 hours, I'll never respond. Because if I don't respond to a message when I see it, that's how it disappears. I forget about it, and then I move on with life. Afu ndakumbuka 6 months later. Pethe nani alikuwa ameniuliza nini? That's who I am. So, these your rules. Who are they supposed to work for? Because, again, I was not consulted. You should have also included my ninis in the rules. You need to consider how people are built as well. So the thing is, that's the one thing I've noticed, that dating has evolved, but not me. I don't think it's for the better. I think the way dating is set up right now, it's very hard for people to make genuine connections. Someone advised me to try a dating app. When I tell you madness, nearly, I didn't even last 24 hours. So I sign up, I whatever the account. I'm like, okay, let's see what's happening here. Let me tell you, the dusties out of the woodworks everywhere. And then the app is like, oh, you have to do 1,500 matches. You have to pay money to see the... Yeah, in like a couple... Yeah, my producer is over here making faces. Literally, I got so many matches, and then I had to pay to be able to see them. And then they would only show me the dusties. And I was like, this doesn't work for me. And then there's like a person who just texted me, right? I think we matched or something. and I don't even know how the apps work. That's how terrible I am at this. And then they just said hi, and then I think I said hello back. And then I asked a question, and then they never asked me a question back, and I was like, whatever. And then I never spoke to them again. And then I was like, this is so much effort. I don't even know if I like you at all to even put in the effort to have a conversation with you. And I was like, I can't do this. So I deactivated my account. I did not last 24 hours. I deactivated the account. So if you partner with a Muthoni Gitau in the apps, please, it's not me. I am sorry. They might have my photos. Niko kila mali social media. They might have my photos, but it's not me. Me, I'm not in the apps. But if you're using my photos, you need me to take a photo with the recent newspaper so that you can prove you're me. Please hit me up. I'll do it for you. I don't care. Let's catfish everyone. Why not? It seems like fun. It seems like a good time. But me, I just know right now. Me, when it comes to rules and whatever, if you're playing games, also the effort. I think the problem is also it takes too much effort. I think personally that it would take too much effort to play the games than it would to just be yourself. That's just like my rule of life. Just show up as yourself, Bana. Show up, come away. I'm about to play a Love a Girl song. This is a special dedication to myself. Yes. I'm that person.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
Then I ran into perfection. It was never my intention to fall in love again. I remember it so clearly. Akiniona nikipanic. I was never made for parties. She went ahead and held my hand. She said, life's too short, better shoot your shot. Kahukore basi kunyo shot. Nakako sober then even better. Najua behutani hepa. She said, life's too short, so I'll shoot my shot. Yeah, I believe I was made for more. If I don't tell you, then I'll never know. I would rather tell you now.
I wasn't looking for attention when she came in my direction. I wasn't looking for a good time, no. I was tired of the drama till she opened her mouth. She spoke to my soul. She broke all the walls I'd built inside. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena. VP siwezi sema.
Ended up talking about our observations, judging drunken people, vile tunapanga interventions. Machache nilisema, but I loved our conversation. Ilikuwa polite na bila ta pressure. Aura yake ni kama ya malaika. Nadhani sijatosheka, roho moyo mwili zote we inaenda.
sema. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema. Hey girl, don't run away with my heart. Don't make me go again from the start. Hey girl, I think I'm ready. When a man loves, anapenda kweli.
Maisha ni panda shuka, nimetembea mi nimezunguka, na hii mto siwezi vuka bila we, nasinzia nikiwaza kila day. Kwanza bila pesa na kuanga na pressure, juu siwezi kutesa, lakini madam asoli napigana, vita nimepigana, miezi zinashikana. Hey.
Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema. Amenifanya nipende tena, vipi siwezi sema.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Nikiwaambia mi ni love a girl by this, sikwangi nikidanganya. Ni venye tu like I love myself. I do my best to love others. I try. But by the way, me, I love people, by the way. But it takes a lot more effort for me to like you. You know, there's those ones where people can love you but not like you. And I think there's people who don't understand the difference. There's a huge difference between loving someone and actually liking someone. A great example is look at your family members. Look at your relatives. You love them by default, most of them, because you're related to them. Do you like them though? You don't like most of them. It's okay, we can say it. No one's judging you here. Hata mi niko the same was up, by the way. I'm just like, I like very few of my relatives. Very few. I can possibly count them on one hand. Very few. Very, very few. The other ones, it's either I'm tolerating you. I'm just like, hey, you're lucky we are related. ... You are lucky because otherwise, mimi na wewe. You know, it's like that thing when people ask you questions like, if you weren't related to your siblings, do you think you'd be friends with them? And you look at those people and you're like, no. It's like, I don't think so. I do not think so. So it's the same thing with the loving and liking thing. So that's the first hour of the show. We'll come back and we are continuing the conversation that we started on Wednesday around beauty standards. And today we'll be looking at how the media feels that up. And because today is Friday, as usual, you know, tunaonana after OnlyFans. Tupatane kwenye mitandao as we're listening to the songs. Power Radio, that's where we're at.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up. Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
Another.
So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control.
Simamisha, weka kando, hii naikula kama hongo. Haka kadogo, haka kanono, kana kaka kamepigwa bobo.
Wapipa miti ya kubeba hii mzigo. Hii lori haisikiagi mashimo. Kifo cha mende, komba mwiko afande. Kanataka fimbo. Roger that.
Ratatat, piga ua, hapana tambua. Sukuma ndani kama yana sumbua. Akasoma kama mbuku na kaseti kama ndugu. Tunavua luku tunabaki kama nugu.
Look fiti na feel fiti. Yule boys fisi amevaa suti. Akile mwede Nicky Rice na masterpiece.
So biggie control. He's so biggie control. 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 Make you balance your right, your left on your waist. Nice and slow, see complicate. What you gonna do if I touch you there? Truth I'm a dare, sita same hair. 1 foot forward, Johnny Walker toka Sin City Gomorrah. Suicide mama vile navunja maboma. Fanya justice hadi ya wiki you run. Ogopa niko wanted not by CID. Na ma-anti wale wakilima ni na sifa. Ni kijiti kile ngori majima. Ji basi kainama, fanya ibada. Masaku saba, chafua rada. Kuna mbaya utakipata. Steam mingi ka pressure cooker. 24-hour economy ya tufuni duka. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so biggie control.
Leta ile kubwa na ulete na toothpick. Cheza kama buda na tandika na picnic. Sling bling then ndani kamizizi. TV niliset sasa vitimi. Kakita kama jibara kuja. Nicheze na fimbo kama Musa. Kanataki kakumisa na kisa ni ushuhudu.
Shege na lugha, shege na bunda, shege na ponda mzigoni na vusha. Rizla, choma picha nina chimba nikitinga. Piga, mukwajo pinda, vuruta rinda. Kandamiza, kwa ya master na mapaparira. Karibisha muheshimiwa.
So biggie control. He's so biggie control. So biggie control. He's so
nami huishingi hatungepatana. Ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. OnlyFans, penye mefika nafungua OnlyFans. Kaunanipenda tuma fare in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah. OnlyFans, penye mefika nafungua OnlyFans. Kaunanipenda tuma fare in advance. Penye mefika no romance with no finance. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. Aki bien, you are so bomb. Wakituma fare twakuja kwako. Oh yo, steady grinding all night long. Na sikuji kasi form ya door. Itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya. Na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeretire. Mise OnlyFans, walimefika natambua OnlyFans. Kanika kitu mutumia OnlyFans. Walimefika nafanyia OnlyFans. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah, OnlyFans. Walimefika natambua OnlyFans. Kanika kitu mutumia OnlyFans. Walimefika mutambua OnlyFans. OnlyFans, yeah, yeah.
Pawa Radio. Tune in and power up.
This morning, someone told me I should start an Only Cats for one of my cats. I have a cat by the name Ziggy. Ziggy loves the camera. Ziggy loves attention. Penye niko ndo ako. And in the morning, I usually do these things where I do like an outfit check before I leave the house. And Ziggy will always be present. Atakuja atembea hapo mbele, hata yakwe kwa kamera. Hapo ndo anazanga kunitaita. Anaanza kuniambia, hey, I'm here. Show me as well. So someone was like, first of all, it's either you just decide that these checks are going to be for Ziggy, or you start an Only Cats for Ziggy, because my friends are unhinged. That was OnlyFans by the Only Rosa featuring BN. And before that, we were listening to Kinabonai with Control. That is a song for setting the mood for the weekend. Nacha nikwambie, nakwanga nanzanga Monday ikifika, I'm just like, yeah, this weekend I'll just chill and do nothing. By the time it's Friday, nakwanga like, sherehe iko pande gani na gani? Alafu I'm there trying to make the math. Nakwanga like, okay, nataka kwenda hii na hii na hii. So tutaanzia hapa, alafu tutaenda for 2 hours, nitoke hapo, niende hivi, alafu tutaanzia hapa, tumalizie hapa. Almost every time. Hata paka zangu zinanimiss, by the way. May think they miss me. No one can tell me nothing. That's what I believe, and we're going to go with it as the truth and nothing but the truth. And before that, before the Control, we were listening to Doja by Nikita Kereng. Welcome to the second half of the show. This is the show where we try to become a little bit serious. Tunajaribu to like, hizi vitu sasa, leo ni Friday. Sitaki kustress. Sipendi kustress. Today we're discussing beauty standards and the media. And so when we say media here, we're including traditional media as well as social media. On Wednesday, we were talking about body image and, you know, how that presents in terms of beauty standards. We touched on hair, touched on skin, and complexion as well. And what was the other one? Yeah, it was complexion, hair, and size. Yes, that was the third one. Today, we'll just be talking about how media or social media as well influences our perception of beauty standards and how we end up looking at beauty standards thanks to those things. So that's what we will be talking about in this second half of the show. And Mambia, lots of stress. sijakuja kwa bash. We're just having a little sweet conversation, just pointing out some facts, because at the end of the day tutafanya ile kitu tuliambiwa na Sauti Soul and Nyashinsky, tutajiangalia. That's what we're gonna do. So before we do that, let's listen to Polaris with Wallahi. I love this song because it has Kino slander. Yes.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Hey, hello. You look familiar, have I made up with you before? Let's just be serious, kabla uanze tukunipo. Nionyeshe Insta labda nitakukumbuka hivyo. Oh, hey, hello. Sikuamini lakini ni kama nimeona ghost. Miezi mbili ndio maana siwezi pita kino. Na tangu lini ukaanza kuwa na story mob? Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Hey, my heart is there, my pride is there. Don't play, don't even dare. You don't play fair, so hey, there's something here, there's something there. Overlay, it's like a different kind of weather. Hey, my heart is there, my pride is there. Don't play, don't even dare. You don't play fair, so hey, there's something here, there's something there. Overlay, it's like a different kind of weather. Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Lakini walai siwezi mind tukienda drinks. Walai na beshte yangu bado takumit. Walai ni wapi ulienda for real? For real. Go fit, Allah. Go fresh, Allah. Lakin, bana. Lin West, bana. Go fit, Allah. Go fresh, Allah. Lakin, bana. Lin West, bana.
Leo sishikiki, leo manzemini amini. Leo nimekam na maflow na ubaya. Leo nimebalance Nyashinsky. Leo staki beef na mashori. Leo staki war, leo I be chilling. Nimekam down, take it easy. Leo tasihisi baridi. When I see them a girl tryna get your attention, I go vex, oh. But not today, today is my night to dance away. Kaunataka joto karibia, my dear. Can somebody call the bartender? I just have one agenda. Mi nawe DJ, tukisakata ungesema mapema, ningekupe. I just have one agenda.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.
Brandy Minor ameshaambia kenye napanga kufanya. That was Mpakache by Brandy Minor. And of course, we were listening to Polaris right before that. Today, we're having a conversation about beauty standards and the media. We sort of touched on this a little bit, just a little, on Wednesday, where we talked about like how ads usually have they don't have the average person in terms of representation. And so when you look at certain ads, you're like, hey, I don't know who they're talking to. And I had mentioned that there was a foreigner who came to Kenya and they were so shocked to see that on billboards, we have people who look like her. And this was more like in terms of skin tone. And I said we were heading in the right direction. When social media became a thing, when we started posting ourselves on social media, at first, we were very excited. So you were posting anything and everything. You go find a random mushroom growing in the compound, you take a photo, you post it immediately. No edits, none of that stuff. And then you take a photo of yourself in a kibandaski, you share that photo. We didn't care much for like aesthetics. And then when social media sort of started becoming a business, that shifted a bit. And then everything was it had to be aesthetically pleasing. So people started heavily editing photos that they'd post to an extent where you'd see like the photo of a person and be like, I know I've seen this person before, but are they the same person? And there's even people who would use apps to lighten their skin because they felt like the perception of having lighter skin worked better on social media versus having darker skin. So when it comes to social media now versus when social media became aesthetically pleasing, because it started off and it was like very organic, very authentic, and then it quickly shifted to this is a place of business, this is a place for looks, this is a place for presentation. And with that then we got all these apps and then the Facetunes and the whatnots, and it got so bad people were altering the way their bodies looked. So someone would enlarge their butts or cinch in their waist just a little bit because they want to get that hourglass shape, because thanks to what traditional media was pushing, it was meant to encourage people to want to be like certain celebrities who had gone under the knife to achieve those bodies. Because let's be honest, they weren't even natural. That's not how your body was built. You paid someone and it's yours. I'm not against plastic surgery. I'm like, hey, whatever you want to do that makes you feel good about yourself, do it. You have to have limits to an extent, my thoughts, but do it. Whatever makes you happy, whatever. It's your choice. It's your body, your choice. But now what that did is like then it became a thing. And I think even all of last year, there was this whole conversation about the BBL bodies. And it was like girls going to get BBLs. And now, funny enough, a lot of people are coming and saying, this is why I regret my BBL. And I don't know the full whatever for BBL, but I know they remove fat from unwanted places and put it in wanted places. Technically, that's what it is. So what happens is like they will remove fat in like your midsection, your back, and then inject that same fat into like your, bottom, your buttocks area to enlarge that. But now apparently, depending on how it's done, and these things cost a lot of money, depending on how it's done, there's people who've been experiencing complications because before the BBL, the thing that was it was people getting actual implants. And then even that, it was like, hey, I don't have all the monies to pay all the millions. So guys were getting like silicone that is, it's not medical grade silicone, and then you end up being sick. And then now there's the procedure of removing that becomes very expensive. All these things are because of beauty standards that had been set. According to a study that was done last year, there's a claim, I don't know, they're saying globally, the beauty standard that is currently in place, and I'm putting that in quotes. I want you to see the air quotes, visualize them. I have air quotes. They're saying that today's beauty standards are fluid, diverse, and inclusive. However, my question is this represented in the media we consume? I don't think so. I think we are more open to fluidity and diversity and all the cities. We are very open to them until they become real in front of us. And then we're like, wait, when you say diverse, you mean we actually have to include them? And then people go like, I thought we're just saying it to be nice. And that cuts across like different whatevers. Maybe one day we'll have a conversation about diversity. So when we talk about diversity and inclusivity, for instance, it feels like more of a selling point of, hey, look, everyone is allowed in the club. But then when people actually show up to the club, it's like, okay, we didn't like really mean that you actually come to the club. We're just like saying like the idea of you coming to the club is like very much welcome, but like we kind of don't want you here. Thanks. I remember the first time I saw someone on Kenyan TV with braids reading the news. I was very shocked. I was just like, oh, because they always had, if I remember even like far back from when I was like a child, the Catherine Kasavulis and the Sophie Kenyas, they always had relaxed hair. It was always like pushed back. Or I remember Kasavuli had like a pixie cut. We for sure did not have anyone with like dreadlocks or anything like that. Even like for women, they wouldn't do braids, they wouldn't do anything. It was either you have like the pixie cut, the pushback thingy, or you have a weave or a wig that's like curly and never like really your natural hair. And I remember the first time I saw someone with braids reading the news, and they looked nice because let's be honest, braids look dope. And I was very shocked. I was like, oh, like I actually noticed it. I was like, this is interesting. And also when they started, I think everyone noticed that shift when people used to, please, I love her. I'm not coming for her. I'm talking about like the general idea. I remember when people would say they're rushing home to go watch Rubadiri. And this is when they started putting the news anchors in front of the camera. So not like sitting behind a desk. Because when they were sitting behind a desk, we'd only see like their upper body. They started making them stand. So we'd see that they're wearing heels, we'd see their hips, we'd see their legs, and they'd always been like bodycon dresses. And I remember noticing that shift as well. And even how people were talking about now watching the news in terms of like, yeah, I'm rushing home to go watch the news. And then they go like, ha ha ha, trying to watch Rubadiri, or I'm trying to watch Lilian Muli. Like it was always like that. And you could tell that even in the placement of this women, it was meant to elicit that kind of behavior. That's like, it was meant to invoke people to want to rush home to do that. It had those types of connotations, if we're being honest. And again, it goes back to, oh, cool. So the media wants us to perceive women a particular way. But even with that, it goes back to like, okay, the kind of people we're saying, what skin tones do they have? What type of hair? What are their body types? It goes back to the conversation we were having back on Wednesday. So now, when it goes to social media, people have gone back to trying to not do all the, what are they called? The apps, the filters, the whatevers. Because it's funny how sometimes even there's people who do like makeup online. And then they come and you're like, you follow all the rules and you're like, but my makeup doesn't look like theirs. And then someone else comes and says, it's because they had this filter on, or this filter was. So, and then they start showing you, it's like, this is me without this filter. This is me without that one, without this. And then this is what I actually look like. And it's just like, what? It's so insane because even now with technology and time, these things have become better. Because back in the day, when someone has a filter, you could clearly tell it's a filter, because it's like if I've added like a cooling effect, it's to the entire photo, not just my skin. But now they have the ones that are just targeting skin. So someone can lighten up their skin and it won't affect the background. Back in the day, the reason it was very easy for you to notice when someone's using a filter and the face tunes is because if I enlarge my bosom, it also enlarges the background. If I add a curve, the background also has a curve. So it's like I'm standing next to a door, now suddenly the door also has a C. So it was very obvious. You could tell what was happening. But these things have become so much better now that you can't tell. Someone has to actually say, oh, FYI, this has a filter. And then you go like, it does? And then when they start removing the filters, you go like, oh, it does. And it's quite insane. It's just, so I think the question I'm asking myself right now is like, how then do we get back to just like showing up as ourselves online without, because like, yeah, you can play around with filters. We're not saying don't use filters, but then also, do you ever just show up as yourself? Let's listen to this man. So again, something I'll be doing this weekend. This song is by Tua Babas from Soul Generation, and I hope to be doing this over the weekend.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mama, we made it. We right on time. It was a long way here. Lakini tumefika fine. We'll be here for quite some time. Tafuta ukuta ya kujishikilia. Maji teremusha kama River Nile. I'll do it for the streets, for my people. Everybody that has been there before. It don't come easy. How to do with defeat? No retreat. Take one for the team, for you people. Wengine watajwe kwa wimbo. Mabeshte wabebe kwa limo and keep it real. Wine, broke off and wine. Ikikubamba ushike ukuta wine. Broke off and wine. Ikikwama ipake mafuta wine. Rock off and wine. Ebugeuka nishike matuta wine. Rock off and wine. Rock off and wine. So that I made it in the African time. I'm an African child. Na niko ready kukupea good times in the African style. Organize, we legalize. Leo kila kitu ni surprise. Tesa bila ku-apologize. Cause I do it for the streets, for my ghetto. Everybody that has been there before. It's never easy. Hatujui defeat. Leo fati kwenye streets with my people. Wengine kwa nyumba corridor. Drip tunatoanga kiko street, keep it real. So wine, broke off and wine. Na ikibamba ushike ukuta wine. Broke off and wine. Na ikikwama ongeza mafuta wine. Broke off and wine. Geuka basi nishike matuta wine. Broke off and wine. Broke off and wine. Wine it. Design it. Organize it. Come say wine it.
Power Radio. Power up.
Na toto kanikosha, fundi aki ya Mungu anajua hadi anachosha. Toto zinapiga bila kuonga, ila kwake ujanja sina, kanichuna kama mboga. Nipe kwenye kiti kwenye sofa, kitanda cha malofu. Mama hiyo taiti ulivo ijazaga, taratibu mama usije ukaichana. Come closer, baby, closer. Oh mama, take your clothes off. Let's make love in a Rover. Ina makidokidoki. Ayana. Fanya ka unapiga deki. Ayana. Beki, give me some cake. Ayana. God bless your mama. Ayana. Hey. The way you move your waistline. Ayana. Na, na.
God bless your father. Ayana. Hey. Umogo magharibi, baby. Ayana. Na, na. Kama radieta imechemka, poza kwa maji na kutegemea fundi mashine unipe service. Mimi mwenzio kwako nimekaa natia kambi. make her chop your money, baby. Come closer, baby, closer. Ooh, baby, take your clothes off. Let's make love in a Rover.
Inama kidogo, ayana. Fanya kauna piga deki, ayana. Beki, give me some cake, ayana. God bless your mama, ayana.
God bless my mama, mama.
The way you move your waistline, ayana.
God bless your father, ayana. Umogo magharibi, baby, ayana. Hasa ukinshika hapa, pumzi sina na tapa tapa. Boy, you know I can get it over you. Hasa ukinshika hapa, pumzi sina na tapa tapa. Boy, you know I can get it over you.
Mama, take your clothes off. Let's make love in a Rover. Inama kidogo, fanya kauna piga deki. Beki, give me some cake. Wanna say closer, come closer.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
Nimewambia vitu ambavyo napanga kufanya hii weekend. Don't ask me, Muthoni, what are your weekend plans? Now you know. Now you know. And also supporting my friends who have a show. So that is also some uko ndani nitatafuta namna ya ku make sure that that happens. We're having a conversation and we're talking about beauty standards and the media. And one of the things that I find interesting when it comes to, let's say, social media in particular, there's people who come online and talk about how they feel uncomfortable walking outside without their makeup, or they would never like take a photo without makeup, or they have to take like 50 million selfies just to find one that looks good. And then there's people who are just like, venye tu itatokea ndo itatokea. And then we keep it pushing. And I think the thing is that these things are trained, because for you to get to that point where you're like, I can't leave the house without makeup, that was trained. You didn't, you weren't born with it. It was something that happened, something that was said multiple times, that it got you to a point where you were like, oh, I can only be confident when I'm wearing makeup. I only look good when I'm wearing makeup. I only look good when I have a wig. I only look good when I have the nails. But then when I don't have any of those things, I don't feel good. I don't look good. We go back to the thing that I said on Wednesday. It has to start from within. You have to start loving who you are, minus all the things. We encourage you to, like, you have to stand in front of a mirror, completely naked. Take in your body, like everything about it. Look at it, study it. You should be the one person who knows your body the best. Study it. See the things that you like. See the things that you're like, I don't like the way my tummy looks, or I don't like the way I have stretch marks on my boobs, or I don't like that when I turn like this, it's flat. You know, like what? I don't like that my boobs are too big, or I feel like my boobs are too small, or I feel like my neck, because there's even people who complain about their necks. It's like my neck is too long, or it's too short, or it's too thick, whatever it may be. You have to first be comfortable in who you are before you can ask other people to fall in love with that. You have to fall in love with yourself. Me, I'm a big believer. I'm a really big believer in falling in love with yourself and loving, like really loving yourself, loving all the things that make you, you. So this includes those stretch marks that you don't like. They're part of you. It includes the birthmark that you think should have been placed somewhere else. It includes the fact that your collarbones stick out. All those things make you who you are. So it has to start with that. So maybe this weekend, this can be an exercise. Okay, mufanye kitu daily, but you can try. If you've never done it, just try. And it doesn't have to be for long. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Every bit of you, like really study yourself. And then ask yourself a question like, okay, where does that come from? If I look at my tummy and I don't like it, It's like, why don't I like my tummy? And it's like, oh, it's because it's not flat and I don't have a six pack. Okay, where does that come from? Is that a you thing, or is that like a societal thing? Is that because you've been told that flat tummies are better? I usually tell people you don't owe anyone a flat tummy. You actually don't owe anyone a flat tummy, by the way. I'm just saying, not even yourself. You actually don't owe people a flat tummy. If you want to wear a crop top, wear it. Wear it. Don't be like, oh, the day I get a flat tummy is the day I'm going to wear a crop top. No. What if that never happens and now you've never experienced a crop top? Why? Because people. Another thing is, I have learned is that people think about us more than they actually do. All those things, those conversations, it's you to you most of the time. Because people are also consumed. Imagine the way you're consumed by your own thoughts. People are also consumed by their own thoughts like that. Hapo ndani atakurusha uko ndani na nini sangapi? Na flat tummy. At what point will they be like, and Muthoni should have a flat tummy? You're there thinking, I need to pay rent because mwezi imeisha. My cats need whatever cat food. And you know what? Maybe Flozy needs to cut her dreadlocks. No. At no point. At no point does that just jump in there. So you have to show yourself love. You have to give yourself grace. And you have to be really, really kind to yourself. I think being kind to yourself is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. You have to be really, really kind to yourself. And then when these things crop up, you have to ask yourself where they're coming from. Once you know where they're coming from, it's a lot easier for you to deal with them because you're like, that's not even me. That's not even my voice. It's because my mom used to say this. It's because my sister used to say this. It's because that guy that I liked said this. And now since then, I've felt some type of way about it. Go inwards and find out what you actually think, and then you'll realize by hizi vitu nyingi ni kujiwekea umejiwekea. Ni vitu umejiwekea na hata hazikuhusu. Here's Mutoria with Usiniringie. Endo uringie watu, but okay, I know the song inasema Usiniringie, but endo uringie watu with everything that you are, with every bit of yourself. But yeah, don't listen to this song.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mr. Kopatu akisikiziwa ma mimi na wewe tunaweza juana majina na
I've been looking at you for the longest time. Now my wazo how to make you mine. I don't know much, but you're the kind of girl, a little crazy. You're the kind of girl who's a little freaky. You're the kind of girl I'm taking home tonight. And I'm the kind of guy you've been avoiding. I'm the kind of guy Leo mchokozi. I'm the kind of guy you're dreaming of tonight. So usiniringie, nipatie. Hakuna haja ya kuargue. Usiniringie, nipatie. You don't have an early morning come through. Usiniringie, nipatie. Hope kwanza leo huna curfew. Usiniringie, nipatie.
Joma duado kimaliza kuringa utona na kutosha poka toja umepima. Demo na bonga, demo unabambika na kubeba na mistari hizi lines ni mapika. But kama thematics yo fige imenichanganyisha. Nika exam sijasomea jo siwezi pita. Na sura yako imekubali kamse anaitika. So mrembo ikiweza ningedai jo kukeep in touch.
I can control the siwezi. Work has been so crazy and I know you feel the same.
Usiniringie, nipatie.
Hakuna haja ya kuargue.
Usiniringie, nipatie.
You don't have an early morning come through.
Usiniringie, nipatie.
I hope kwanza leo huna curfew.
Usiniringie, nipatie.
Patie.
Tine over.
Hakuna haja ya kuargue.
If you're 18 and over,
you don't have an early morning come through.
If you're 18 and over,
I hope kwanza leo huna curfew.
18 and over,
mbona unalenga?
Yeah. Unacheki superhero on a mission, yeah. Black on black looking like a billionaire. Game ni nae mob ingine free na pair. I know it's impossible to really not stare. Spend weekend zima kasi miko mteja. Flow ya kukufanya use machine come tena. Tom Ford inakuja na breeze unai smell. Ime mix na shash but you really can't tell. Checky black juu chini. Window nilitint kabla uhamie mjini. Ni ngumu resist cheesy fly kama mimi. Before ni trust when you better take nini. Spadiliki, melanin juu chini hakuna bleaching. Black is beautiful, you're not teaching. Girls are thinking, ni ma king tu na ma queen. Squad yote mpaka DJ Black, juu ya kuongeza tire Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Michael Jackson Black. Bank account on Black. Spend my cash on Black. And her ass on Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Na ni black
boys club tumedunga maopena nyonginyo tuko moshi I swear siezi tell pali tuko setere sese mchezo rezeze rani shita ni mubuture sese Switch bank kota champe das ndani ya ring ni mahedi zine dinzi dan nataletewa ile kitu mina dai mevai wakikata maji mini ko divine na gedai there's a will there's a way niggas nje ando ja shuku hanyoka san kwa dondoa no wezi hepa lugha yangu vile na roro so nipe stand innovation vile na kapo nimedunga black ndani ya G-Wagon again na black model and na friend chupa ni black tags intact kwa swag nasumbua kakibeti ya chalo
Squad yote mpaka DJ Black, juu ya kuongeza tire Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Michael Jackson Black. Bank account on Black. Spend my cash on Black. And her ass on Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Na ni black on Black.
I'm the one, number one, superhero, Superman. You're my lady, you're the one, kuja hivo, usitan. I'm the one, number one, superhero, Black. Superman. You're my lady, you're the one, kuja hivo, usitan.
Gankwela, yeah. Unacheki superhero on a mission, yeah. Black on black looking like a billionaire. Gamni nayo mingi ngine free na pair. Sina out up of that you see compare. Cheki superhero on a mission, yeah. Black on black looking like a billionaire. Gamni nayo mingi ngine free na pair. Out up for that you see Squad yote mpaka DJ Black, juu ya kuongeza tire Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Michael Jackson Black. Bank account on Black. Spend my cash on Black. And her ass on Black. Competition na icheki kwa kioo. Wako yake pia ni black on Black. Na ni black on Black.
That was Nyashinsky teaming up with Boy to give you Black. In case you're wondering what I look like. Ow, I'm black. I love that song. It's like being proud of who you are. Oh, and we're talking about beauty standards. Angalia. Ata it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. So if you find yourself in a place where, okay, so we have like some unrealistic beauty standards that have been set by, you know, what is portrayed to be what we should all aim for. So if it kind of like, I remember like seeing someone complaining, I think it was on TikTok or something. It was like, it became a whole conversation. So this guy was complaining. Oh, they sent a message actually. So they had gone for dinner with a woman and you do the dinner thing. And then when he got back home, so they've talked, and then he's like, by the way, he sends like a really long paragraph. And in the paragraph, basically he says he was very turned off by that fact that she ate too much. And according to, so she had a salad and she finished it. So the fact that she finished the food was the problem. It was like, you shouldn't finish the food, you should leave some on the plate because then it shows that you're not going to become obese in the future. So basically it was like the fact that you ate all the food off that plate means you are going to become obese, and I'm someone who goes to the gym. It was a lot. And I was just like, hey, projection. It's like, it sounds like you are worried about becoming bigger. That's why you're obsessed with food and how much people eat and going to the gym all the time. She ate her food. Her food was to be eaten. I don't know, what did you want her to do? leave the food on the plate, and then you can be like, oh, look, a woman who starves herself, I'm going to marry this one. Why? That's insane. So yeah, there's those ones where it's like you eat too much, or you're told you're hairy. I think one of the things I have learned, that thing, Fati, we have to do your shaving your legs and your hands and your whatever. It's like, it's actually a lot of work. Trust me, I tried it once. It's too much work. It's like, yeah, my skin felt really good. I wouldn't lie. I will not lie. It felt really good, but I was not willing to do that kind of work. I was like, yeah, too much work. Too much work. Then there's the one for like always having makeup on. People being like, you dress too provocatively. I've been told that too many times, and I was like, sounds like a you problem. I can't help you there. Having piercings, tattoos, all these things are considered to be like, you're not attractive enough if you have them. They do not fall under what it is considered to be a beautiful person, and that's a lie. I have a bunch of piercings. Okay, I don't have like a bunch. I have like 5 piercings, 3 tattoos. I do dress provocative. I don't know. Why are you being provoked by my dressing? Maybe that's the conversation we should be having. Why are you being provoked? And you're being provoked to do what? Conversation for another day, okay? Do I wear makeup? Yes, but not always. Sometimes I won't wear makeup. Sometimes I will. It depends on how I feel. Am I hairy? Possibly, to someone. Does that mean like now I'll go cry in a corner? Never. That's not gonna be me. Me and my tattoos and my piercings and my hairy legs. Because today my hairy legs are outsiding. We will outside a good one. So you have to, it goes back to the thing we said, ask yourself who's setting the standards and how do they apply to you? Because I'm like, if you're setting standards for yourself, because even me, I can set standards for myself and say, wearing a long maxi dress is provocative to me. Why are you provoking me to hate your dress? Why? But you see, like, so certain things, it's like, just ask yourself, are you comfortable? Are you happy? Do you love what you have? Do you love you? It needs to just come down to that. These beauty standards, things, they're being set by people. Funny enough, some of these standards are set by men. So, Mimi, when I see, I love it when a man comes online to tell us how they don't like wearing makeup. I'm like, don't wear it then, man. I don't even think lipstick would look that good on you. Don't wear it. Don't. Because I'm like, why do you think you get to tell me what I can and can't do? Makes no sense, We're going to wrap that up there. And we're going to get into this week's Song of the Week. The song. So this song is Dirty Secret by Leleika of her latest album called Pieces of Me. An amazing, like a banger on banger on banger on banger. And she has such a beautiful voice. I love how she sounds and I like the way she writes her music. So, Song of the Week. Here we go.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio.
You're the only one I ever loved. Everybody else is an escape. I try to move on past all that, but I'm stuck in my old ways. I thought I healed and I saw your face. I'm addicted and I'm all in. Nobody knows and they don't need to, but they see me staring at your face. And I can't help myself when you look into my eyes. Oh, in my eyes. And I look at you and I really can't explain how I love this way. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See, I don't know how, but you're all I ever needed. My dirty secret. Oh, you're my dirty secret. My dirty secret. Oh no, my dirty secret. I feel like a teenage girl. Oh, I'm so in love. Got my head in the clouds and I swear this time I'm not coming down. I feel so alive when your lips meet mine. And I know that sometimes I'm all wrong, but with you I can't deny. And I will catch you when you fall. I can't leave you anymore. And I don't want you walking out of that door if I won't see you anymore. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See, I don't know how, but you're all I ever needed. My dirty secret, but I'm not your mistress. And my friends won't ever know what the deal is. My dirty secret can't help this feeling. See, I don't know how, but you're all I ever needed. My dirty secret. Oh, you're my dirty secret. My dirty secret. Oh no, my dirty secret.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That one is for your sneaky links. Wamesema je, my friends will never know what the deal is. Mi nakwambia, I remember there's a time we'd gone to the club with my Muanika, my bestie. Anyway, with my bestie. We know kitambo, so it doesn't count. And then Anna point out, is like, oh, that's my sneaky link. Tumekutana kwa club. And then it's the way these people pitanad. It's like, my people, hakuna hata salamu bana. Not even, Anyway, that is Karairo for you. It is what it is. Mnapitana ni kama hamjai onana, hata hamjuani. Hata mkiintroduce you, I'm like, oh yeah, nice to meet you. Saizo. Mnajua message mnatumiananga. Anyway, that was our show today. I hope you are going to have a lovely, lovely weekend. Stay safe. Remember, they've said that the rains are going to continue. Heavy, heavy rains. So, mimi, sitaambia watu wakae nyumbani. But, that is the option I wish I had. But I made commitments. My problem is after I've made commitments, unless how wa cancel. Mimi nilieka paka kwa calendar. That is how serious I was about this particular commitment. Unless they go like, yeah, it's been cancelled. Afu nisema, oh, that's so sad. But uko ndani, you know, like the way there's the fear of missing out, FOMO. So now there's the fear of being included. It's like, please don't include me. Don't include me. So, yeah. Tuko hapo, tunachezea hapo kidogo kidogo. It's because of the rains. It's not me, it's the rains. But that was the show today. Remember that you can follow us on social media at Power Radio, and you can also follow me at I am Muthoni Gitau. The show is She Talks, airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 a.m. through to 1 p.m. This is where all the vibes reside. We have a good time. Depend on the day, but we have good times, good conversations, and everything in betwixt. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I will see you back here on Monday from 11 a.m. But remember to join Gift of Gab tomorrow from 10 a.m. through to 1 p.m. And then Wakili will be coming through from 1 p.m. with Sharia Dive. This song that I'm about to play, kama unasikia baridi sana, like the weather is not weathering the way you want it to. However, there's someone you would wish to send a message. Send them this song. Thank you, and I'll see you on Monday.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
hii baridi nimetetemeka ya kutosha, kujoni kumbatie. Nimejaribu kahawa, nikajaribu gauge. Najua ukikuja utafanya disappear. Shida zangu si za dokta, shida zangu si za vodka. Sema leo utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Shida zangu si za dokta, shida zangu si za vodka. Sema leo utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo, tujipambe, pambe. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo, tujipambe. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Natamani lako joto, natamani maso. Nimetetemeka ya kutosha, njoo unikumbatie. Nimejaribu blanketi, moto kwenye fireplace. Najua ukikuja utafanya disappear. Shida zangu si za dokta, I'm a whiskey. Je, nambie utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Shida zangu si za dokta, shida zangu si za vodka. Je, nambie utatoka na mimi nitakungoja. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo, tujibambe, tujibambe, tujibambe. Sema nijipange, sema nijipange. Ningependa kukuona leo, tujibambe. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Baby niambie, baby niambie.
Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy. Uko down, uko ready, njoo to get busy.
Power Radio. Tune in and power up.